on fire on TV
I just
ads.
realized that I have been.
But I'll tell you, we got to keep that energy in general. It's going to be a real general.
Without
I mean, like,
screaming for quite a while.
Mike Rogers has run
But I hope
before.
that
He's
people
got statewide name ID.
waiting.
I mean, he's corrupted to hell. He's never seen a corporate check he doesn't like. He helped architect the opioid epidemic, which doesn't want anybody to know about. Which I'm about.
You're
to
also
talk
a
about.
perfect
Well, I
matchup
didn't
against
yell
them
that this much. I just started.
as a
And I tried to
as
do as
well.
good as I could. I'm actually happy about it. I did something embarrassing.
Nice to meet you. Of course. Very excited. Very excited about this.
Appreciate the effort, man. Appreciate the support.
And that's why we started. just now
We got to keep the
realized
momentum
that
going.
was
But it does feel really good being in the election day. And we got all the folks in that
province.
You know, it's like these are the moments you sort of step back and say, I'm really grateful for it. In politics, everything you do in politics is because somebody else decided they want to do something. You don't do anything by yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful for like everybody who built around this, all of the effort, the rallies we've had for the past several weeks. Like, it's just a lot of gratitude, man. It's really good.
Yeah. I mean, this is how a real movement begins, though. You know, and someone had to do something. Like, people have to step up. People have to step up to the plate. People have to be that person. You also were that person a long time ago. Like, a lot of people. I mean, Haley Stevens brought up the fact that you ran in 2018, and it's so interesting because, like, yeah, the dynamic was very different back then as far as places that were considered, like, swing states. Like, there wasn't the establishment Democratic message of, like, no, we have to have a moderate who can defeat the Republicans. Like, that was still a prescient message, unfortunately. It was wrong back then, too. I think it was Michael Moore who said in 2016, like, Michigan's not a swing state. Michigan's not a swing state. It's a blue state. The only reason why it's a swing state is because establishment Democrats have dropped the ball in a spectacular fashion.
It's also like this idea that people walk around wondering, like, where do I sit on the left side of the spectrum?
Yeah.
Instead of wondering, like, how am I going to afford my groceries and my gas and my rent? How am I going to afford to get sick? And if you don't have honest, direct answers to that question, don't be surprised when people don't support you.
Yeah.
So we're trying to answer that question and demonstrate how you actually can, like, I want to thump Mike Rogers. I don't want to just beat him. I want to thump him. I want to send him back to Florida crying, right? Like, at the end of the day, that's what this is about. This is about demonstrating what happens when you actually have a positive affirmative message about the world can be like when leaders aren't bought off by corporations.
No, I think that's a huge part of this. Is like, this is a battleground where we won't just show that we can win in swing states as progressives, but that we can win all around the country with a message that unites the base across the board.
Because you're delivering for people. I mean, that's the thing is, like, if you can actually credibly fight for a solution in somebody's life, what's the point of politics in the first place?
I
like,
know.
Why else do this?
Wait, I don't understand. I thought it was about winning a seat of power.
How you doing?
And then collecting paychecks.
You know,
for your
I've never met him before.
that's what I've
Come on, this guy's the most influencer.
I mean, I'm just wondering, like, if you, like, know each other personally.
We know we went to a couple of colleges to try to stick it.
But our best is the state representative from Germany. So
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm running for re-election.
You know, Vintage Bell in South Lebanon is the capital of the resistance movement.
Yeah.
Here we are.
We're live, by the way.
Well, hey, Dearborn is the capital of where we disrupt and really overtake the Democratic establishment, and we do away with business as usual.
What's going on?
Good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, sir?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
See you again.
Do you know the significance of the place you're standing?
Oh, see, he's going to do it now.
No.
Tell him.
Do you know what this place is called?
Let's hear it. What is it called?
This is the Vintage Vale Cultural
Okay,
Center.
what does that mean?
You know, Vintage Vale is on the front line, okay, right on the border right there, where our school was just destroyed, homes are being systematically erased, and folks here locally understand, like the houses, if you walk outside, right, every one of those houses has had people killed in Israeli airstrikes, US-funded Israeli airstrikes. Folks feel that in their bones here, right? This isn't a faraway thing. Me and Anan Abbas have attended funerals right here for people who've been killed in South
What's
Lebanon.
Vintage Bell's nickname? What do we call it? What is it called?
Okay, you're live, by the way.
I'm just, I'm just letting you know, like this is a very special place.
Yeah.
And so this is exactly the type of place that we can change the politics of our country.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta pull you guys real quick to debrief you.
You know, I've been telling. He told me that you texted him that he's like, sounds like he's live. Like, Layla, what does that mean? I was like,
We're always live streaming. Always.
yeah.
40,000 dials, chat, for Donovan McKinney. Let's go. Let's keep those numbers up. Let's get those those numbers
Oh,
up.
are you phone banking?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to let you know my sister really wants you to know that you're welcome to the DSA Long Beach Summer Social. She loves
crazy.
DSA Long Beach.
That's crazy.
So I just had to tell you.
No, it's all good. So your sister's in DSA in Long Beach?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
the comms director there, and I just wanted you to know.
They are always in my chat.
They're
Always
always
inviting
in your
me.
chat.
Always inviting me to DSA events in Long Beach.
Okay, well, just want you to know they love you.
Okay.
They love you. Okay,
Nice to
well,
meet you.
it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you
you. Thank
so
you for your
much.
work.
Okay, thank you. And thanks for getting on the phone.
Of course.
I might want to restart.
I'm gonna grab a coffee. You want one, dude?
Because I don't
I think it's coffee. I hope it's coffee. Oh, it is coffee. Nice.
do that. Because I don't think the bonus submod is the one, like the main bonus submod is actually extra submod is what it's called. It's loaded.
They're talking about you.
No, they're talking about C-SPAN.
It has to be
It's also being live streamed on
above
C-SPAN.
base mod pack mod and the load order for it to correctly render the events that
Smashed it.
it does.
Angrily? No.
After the Illinois primaries, actually.
You and Troy Jackson.
I mean, I've been playing for like an hour.
The Toyota
Fine, I
time.
wasn't doing it. That's not as good as it could have been because this mod works as it is intended. I'll also get a gold province, which will make me like 4 ducats a month. So it'll boost my inflation, but that's a worthwhile
Put
trade.
water in my coffee because it's too hot.
It really is.
Crazy, dude.
I could. I could put the Hassan Biker stream on a small.
I never understood how to turn their audio off. I just in the chat. I'm like, oh my god, guys, we're killing it. That's always
You stop slurping. I'm gonna keep slurping.
You say you want to swap the log?
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah, you too, man. I'm
Very
good.
small Hassan.
Look sharp.
Oh, thank you.
His head's very
winter gear?
small
No more
anyways,
winter
so it'll look
gear.
extra small.
It's good to see.
It's our security at our protection, our security in freezing cold Minneapolis, Minnesota weather. He runs security for Ilhan. You might remember him from the attacker guy. Right behind.
Yeah, just to get some good orange.
Are you pantomiming squirting apple cider vinegar at the congressman back here?
Yes, I was just explaining. Hey, what's good? I'm good, man. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Good seeing you back here.
What's going on?
How you doing, brother? Now, here we go again. Well, here I go again, y'all.
Work on the campaign. Just got into politics.
Y'all
Like, you know
have
what?
not
I watch his podcast. I watch his Twitches. The left got them in right
I
with
think
this.
I might take. Oh no, I'm not gonna take.
Nice to meet you too.
I gotta go outside. So you guys think
I'm not gonna take.
I got it. Good to see you.
Nice meeting you.
Maybe looks. No. Maybe the silk.
Of course. I mean, this is
The silk is really.
Hasanabe Central.
Yeah, the silk. I can't justify not taking.
You have to remember, there's not like
because it's sold out.
there weren't a lot of outlets, especially for many years. Like we kind of take for granted how much the environment has shifted, especially as it pertains to speaking about Israel, speaking about American foreign policy in a very critical way. Mainstream media, for the most part, especially in the Western world, doesn't offer any critical tone, and they still fail, in my opinion. They sometimes will engage the conversation from a partisan manner, but overall, it's very insufficient, and it's rarely as critical as it deserves to be. So for a lot of people here, they feel heard with commentary like ours.
Get the institutions to pop up when we.
You know.
Expand the family or idea variation? I don't know.
It looks like everyone's excited. Yeah, of course everyone's excited. This is an exciting day. My legs are so sore, it's crazy. I'm having a hard time sitting down and standing up. my butt hurts. You know?
We're running on 2 hours of sleep, bro.
That is true. That is also
I'm actually
true.
gonna do this instead.
Running on 2 hours of sleep and 0 food.
Waste admin points. That's better game.
Butt hurts kind of hot. No, from squatting.
That didn't
I've been doing weighted lunges up and down the block. It's been crazy. Yeah.
Hi, I'm David. Thank you so much for banking.
Someone get this man a cane Bert. Yeah. Motherfuckers at 5 HP bar blinking. Psh, you're out of your dang mind. You're crazy for saying that. I'm at 120 HP. Especially after I have this coffee. Unk can't stand up at 35. Yeah, you gotta get the cardio up. It's true. I do gotta get the cardio up. Oops.
One last time.
Yeah.
Too much stuff.
I think we have adequate.
Wonder if we should go outside and listen to the speeches. Oh, we'll go outside in a little bit to film the speeches. Did you meet with your boy Midge and Major? Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
Root out corruption. Put that up. We're gonna get.
No, David didn't want a coffee.
We're gonna get these guys because they're super cheap.
Chatter.
0.2 ducats from
You're
the,
so old, Unk, that you can be.
initial
Of course, dude. What do you mean? They always are.
manpower shortage. No. Everyone helps. We have silk production, which is really valuable. We're in a
How many phone calls? I mean, it was like 40K, so it's probably past that now. 50K now.
And hopefully we'll be able to get
Yeah.
old products too.
Yeah, well, then
That's called.
68 people. By the time we left, it was at 200,
Oh, but
and it's
this
at
didn't give us
50,000 calls now.
the third idea.
I won't be
because
delivering a
the mod mode
speech.
order. That's really weird. It's so weird. I guess different mods have different settings. I don't understand why that is the way that is.
It's a very efficient
Very often.
Very efficient. You have 4 days left to work.
I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, if you've never taken part, I highly recommend it.
Not for this campaign. It just means in general on your own free time. If you ever, you just what?
Say some
Yeah, that's good journalism. When you have no opinions, that's the true unbiased journalism.
Might do this.
That's good.
We're at 0 though.
Sometimes.
It's scary to list the numbers. You know, it's not.
Yeah. How many people are in the district? Yeah.
It's like the standard amount that I'm forgetting. It's like a couple hundred, like 700,000 people in the congressional district. But it's a pretty low turnout primary, so the actual number of primary voters will be like less than 100,000, I would guess. So very decisive.
So we've called half of the likely.
But you've done a full pass of the universe we have. So our goal is to call first and foremost every young voter, and then the full first and foremost call every young voter, and then our full universe of voters that we wanted to speak to, like getting them out, and that's been done twice.
We're doing 1K calls a minute right now. Or,
Yeah, something like that. That's actually true.
Yeah, 1K a minute.
Yeah.
That tie is fucking awesome.
Isn't this great? Thrifted.
Of course.
All the best ties are.
This is actually entirely thrifted out of it.
There we go.
Yeah. That's it.
That's the move.
That's a great.
Fun times. What are your plans after this rally?
I'm probably. Well, we'll see. I might go back to streaming.
We do have a little harebrained operation going on, which is that we're going to do a nighttime tour of Hamtramck with Donovan, copy into all the coffee and like hookah shops.
Okay, so we're almost.
So if you want, and you're doing multiple Donovan activities, so it's
Yeah,
it's there. It's there.
All right. Well, I think we gotta. Well, I haven't really covered the news that much, so I might have to. No, it's not that. That's a very entertaining event. Like I love that. I love Hamtramck.
Straight updates need to happen.
Like Detroit Football Club, we went to, or I think it was Detroit FC, right? Yeah. We went and we visited the like little soccer pitch they have in the middle of the neighborhood in Hamtramck. I don't know if you've seen it. It's sick. It's like it's super cool. The community gathers. They all watch. They all watch people play soccer. It's like the B League or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't have that. Okay, whatever. We don't have that yet.
Yeah. Unk has a curfew.
Okay, there we go. We got some Smoro Silk.
New people are joining. That's good. Hi everyone. If you're not currently in a breakout room,
we're still spamming.
Please join breakout rooms 1 through 5. Any will do. If you have trouble getting into a breakout room, just let me know and I will assign you.
The production in the world. It's low quality silk, but it's
Not a shock. We're picking you all up very easily.
Great. Love it. Absolutely. Our lesson from this, though, is that we need a... oh no, I just put someone in the waiting room. We need a breakout room that's just like latecomers. Because we've navigated it, but every one of these is like a lesson in Zoom logistics.
Yeah. How many of these have you done so far?
In my life?
Like since the beginning of the primaries? This cycle?
Hundreds, some sort of number.
Yeah.
I mean, like the huge end of the race ones, like whatever number of races there have been, like 1 to 2 per race. But in terms of overall Zoom phone banks, like an incomprehensible number. Probably, Danae, you similar?
So many.
Yeah. I don't know.
Multiple every week.
Multiple every week, yeah.
You're muted, yes. Okay, should I try and keep it?
extra happy.
Yeah. So you're,
And I
Do not want this.
you can do both.
Okay.
Donation desk and we'll get out in phone bank, and also we're so
I'll order it all.
Okay, specifically for Jewel or Donovan?
Let's do a Donovan. Let's do like a gut out, make calls for Donovan and Abdul and vote if you're in Michigan, and then just do a fundraising. Do you feel comfortable just pitching that, or do you want to?
Trouble.
I'll try.
Okay, let me know.
We have someone who's bringing 6 people to vote with them because they're so excited.
It's awesome.
Dude, one of the things that I realized, like, I mean, I've done like canvassing stuff before, but especially in these races, maybe it's because of the candidates that are so much more dynamic and so much more interesting. Maybe it's because there's a lot more like national appetite for exactly this kind of change. But it is, or it's the data centers in Israel for sure as well. The issues that are like very specific. But you get so much bang for your buck by just simply talking to people, like
100%.
Whereas I feel like if you're doing it for, I don't know, like Hillary Clinton or something, it's not the same.
No.
It really doesn't hit the same. But when you're doing it in a small race, like a smaller race like this, in a district like this, and you're reaching out to people who are like disaffected voters that no one has really spoken to, and you explain to them the policy positions, you explain to them the differences between the incumbent and the insurgent, and the responsiveness is unbelievable. Like, people actually get excited to go out and vote for someone, which is kind of the theory, right? It's kind of the theory of change that we've been talking about for a very long time, even from obviously like the 2016 Bernie campaign to now, all of these different primaries all around the country. That's why I keep urging people to go out and you know, join these sorts of phone banks and go out and canvass for these campaigns, canvass for these candidates, because the results are incredible. And you get to know full well in the back of your mind that you're probably pissing off a lot of pro-Israel donors that are just dumping boatloads of money into these races. The cope that I have, at least in my mind, for like hyper-focusing on the Abdul race has always been, even though it, you know, I don't want to come across too cocky here, but it does seem that the likelihood is very high that he will succeed, is that there's a finite amount of money out there. It's not infinite. So he's basically tanking $60 million worth or $70 million worth of outside expenditures earmarked for this race that could have gone to the Cori Bush race, right? That could have gone to the Hartzell Gray race. There are so many wonderful candidates all around the country. And, you know, it's not a secret that a lot of these donors are...
What kind of donation?
I think just a generic campaign one for Abbott.
Please let us.
They're cooking up a double donation drive right now. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of there are a lot of single issue donors out there. You know, some people like Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, single issue on maintaining a for-profit healthcare system. They can spend that on this race, or they can spend that against other Medicare for All insurgents in smaller markets, in races that haven't gotten the same necessary national media attention. So, given that this race has a lot of national media attention, even like whether or not this became a nationally relevant race or not, didn't change the reality that the 70 million was earmarked, right? So that money is being deployed here, and in my mind, I'm thinking like he's Abdul's able to tank it. He's like a tank. He's able to withstand the attacks, partially because of the excitement and the enthusiasm that you guys have shown as well. You know?
YouTube studio.
Just like you, I mean, I guess.
So that I can include I like those on stream.
He's versatile too. He's a tank, but he also is a great DPS. He's definitely a DPS player too.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just that he hasn't. Yeah, he's a DPS build, very agile, like huge dexterity, huge with critical hits. Here's the thing though. In the primaries, I think you guys are going to be surprised. You're going to see a very different Abdul in the general. Because in the primaries, he's obviously not going to go super hard against Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens is a Democrat, Michigan legislator. So, obviously, there's a limitation to how hard you can go against your opponent, especially because in the general, you obviously need the rest of the backing from the Democrats, who can't feel too discouraged, can't feel too upset. Whereas in the general, it's fucking no holds barred, right? In the general, you'll see the DPS. It won't just be, it'll be the second phase. They'll do a domain expansion.
I'm looking forward to that.
Domain expansion?
We are just helping out. No. I'm a
damn. He said, "Are you an intern?"
I'm a consultant.
You're a consultant.
Yeah.
So you're like hired.
No.
I run Center's Movement's electoral work.
This is media, by the way. So if you don't want to talk to him, you can say, "I plead the fifth."
I co-own a consulting firm called Egret Strategies. We work with left candidates all over the country. Dr. Hamawi was his deputy campaign manager, and I helping out Donovan in the final stretch.
What do you think?
We'll be offended no matter what you say. Skincare. No, 23.
24.
It's still really young.
Yeah,
No, this is the crack.
This is my decade mark. Decade mark of political work.
I've even given him the honorary Faillennial title as well. We're
That's really meaningful.
My theory is that the millennials are what is going to are going to usher in the era of American socialism. I think, given like their entry point in the job market, where they've only seen bus cycle after bus cycle, I have this. I mean, it's a joking theory. It's not a serious one. You're taking notes now. You're taking these down as notes. But, okay, don't show us notes. But
Just zoom in.
But I jokingly say that the Faillennials are what are going to usher in the era of American socialism. You know, a newer New Deal type democracy. Yeah. Gen Z has been a little bit inconsistent. So you got the older Gen Z that are also zillennials. Like it's a pre-COVID, post-COVID situation. So if you went through your adolescence before COVID and you had a healthier development, you have a lot of faillennial tendencies. You're less reactionary. You still have somewhat of a radical streak as far as your politics goes, as we've seen with millennials as well, who just have no hope.
You're saying that the younger Gen Zs, because of COVID, radicalized right because they turned against lockdowns and stuff?
I think they just didn't grow up healthy, let's just say. Well, I do think that, yes. I mean, as we've seen with John Fetterman, I think a little bit of brain damage is a surefire way that you'll become a right-wing reactionary. But yeah, I think that younger Gen Z, at least in my experience, are they have very strange beliefs.
That generation.
There we go.
Not as much younger Gen Z. I mean, there's definitely in comparison to other political, other watchers of politics, yes. But I would say that mine is mostly my wheelhouse is millennials, and then older Gen Z.
Millennials who grew up with
pretty much.
Yeah, so they were maybe 18, 20, and now they're 25, 27.
And even if they're Gen Z, there's people who've been watching me since they were 13 years old, which is crazy. But I guess better watch me than Andrew Tate, you know what I mean?
And that'll cost money.
But that's the way I see it. It's if you were younger Gen Z, you got your brain a little bit poisoned by kick streamers, Aiden Ross, Andrew Tate, people like that. If you're older Gen Z, you're more likely got to invest in politics a little bit. Started watching me.
Thank you so much for joining.
Also, Gen Z is just a wide array. It's when I think Gen Z, I think someone who's 20 years old, but actually they're 30 now. I think, right? Gen Z, oldest Gen Z turned 30 at this point. I'm 19 and I've been watching since I was 15, Lamau. Yeah, see? Yeah.
Wait, so ask that person if their brains didn't get broken by COVID lockdowns, I guess. Or what?
Well, I mean, if they're in here, their brains probably didn't get broken down by COVID lockdowns. That's my assessment. Because everybody was slotted into different online communities for a lot of people when they were going through that period in their lives. Because there's no one, I think, during the COVID period that didn't find an online community. So if they found this online community, I believe that they had a healthier development that tries to take some of that anxiety that they feel about a future, the prospects of a worse future overall or a better future overall, and then take that anxiety and do something productive with it. Because I always try to get people to go out and join DSA, engage with their communities, organize in their communities, organize in their workplaces. So I feel like that's a far healthier attitude than these different routes that they could go down, which is usually filled with despair. The right is oftentimes bringing people into the fold and redirecting their animosity towards less productive routes, oftentimes shifting the blame over to other marginalized identities, trans people, women. Oftentimes you see it they'll blame everything on women and women's position in society and how that it's a zero-sum game.
One generational thing about the millennials, which is interesting, is that the Gen Zs are going to have this AI threat, which we as millennials are observing warily from afar, oh, that's really messed up, but we didn't have to contend it right out of college, right?
Depending on your age group, even with millennials, I lived in a world where cell phones were not readily available. Yeah, I grew up in an environment. Yeah, there was a little bit of exactly. So there was a time frame where we just didn't have readily available cell phones, no internet access all the time. The internet access that was available was also disrupted oftentimes when you get a phone call in the house, right? So that was my experience.
I like to talk on the phone. We grew up I know I can talk on the phone.
I can talk on the phone too. I still don't like it I don't like it. No, I have friends that my podcast co-host Austin loves being on the phone. Yeah, that motherfucker's on the phone all the time, non-stop, and I don't understand it. But for me, you know, I hate it. I can still do it though. Anyway.
Probably need to bring it guard.
What's up, sir?
Honestly.
How are you doing?
Like, turn off my.
Only other guy who I mean the man who hype mogs me every time. Yeah.
Whenever I can.
How are you doing?
The last time we spoke IRL,
I know.
it was outside the 2024 DNC.
It was suspected that it was that conversation that led me to get kicked out of the DNC.
No way, because you talked to me?
Well, not you, but just like in general, it was he's uncommitted. You wanna? This is a journalist. You wanna explain who you are?
What's your name?
Simon.
Abbas. Nice to meet you.
Magazine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Simon.
Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Abbas. ABBAS. Yeah, folks can learn about me at abbas4mi.com.
Yeah.
State Senate. Here in Senate District 2, Dearborn Heights, Allen Park, Melvindale, Taylor. So Dearborn area, downriver communities, and a part of Detroit.
What do you do?
I'm running for state Senate.
But he was
in
in the
election.
uncommitted movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was one of the co-founders of the uncommitted movement.
So what happened is first day DNC starts, I went to the protest, of course, instead of immediately going to the DNC. And then after the protest ended, I went into the DNC. I did some coverage from the DNC. Second day, same thing. Third day, it was no in the DNC. No, I was invited. I was a creator for Kamala.
Prepared for it.
No. I went in as I was a creator for Kamala, which is really interesting because I think at the time there was like the DNC did not like DNC as the establishment does not like me, and they never did for obvious reasons. But the Kamala campaign, I think, was more excited about like bringing additional eyeballs to the entire event, and they were pretty nice. They gave me a crazy suite that like. You know, all these other media outlets had to pay $500,000 or whatever for, right? Like, so I had like crazy seats. Well, the first day was just like impromptu. It was a bar cart that I was streaming off of. I think you could see an image of it when Donnie was like filming me. But eventually they.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
Donnie. Never mind.
Yeah. No, he's been. I've known.
Now we can. Okay.
So I was always. When Donnie first started at CNN, I was very interested in his coverage because I was like, oh, this guy gets it. Like he's going to some of the more extreme right-wing circles. Like he's going out and like he's actually talking to real voters as opposed to the. Yeah. Anyway, so we linked up at the DNC last day.
I had just pulled an all-nighter outside because we made a request for a Palestinian American speaker and they said no. And so we said, okay, we're not leaving. So we stayed outside. And
She's gonna go on if we want to go out there.
oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go out and let's listen to Rashida's speech.
We can talk.
Yeah. But basically, the short and sweet of it is, I interviewed them outside, like. They were inside the DNC, but outside of the DNC, if that makes sense. They were outside the building.
We're gonna get beat.
And I interviewed them, and then after that, I was being, just like you, there was a New York Times reporter with me the entire time. And they literally revoked my press access amidst that experience in front of like 80,000 live viewers. Oh, because I was criticizing the DNC and said, the straw that broke the camel's back, as I said, they're behaving like Israel by lying about the uncommitted movement.
Oh, we do that. Yeah, we
And then they proved the point by kicking me out.
Yeah.
But they did it in a way where it was like ambiguous. It was just like, oh, you don't have access to this floor anymore. You know, that kind of thing. All right, let's go listen to
Why are they regenerating so quickly? Of course. Let's do it. It's because they haven't ceased. Fuck. God fucking damn it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
This is so frustrating.
Directing, you know, this energy around direct human contact.
Should we go through there?
Do that.
Reaching out to folks that feel invisible. They feel unheard and unseen by their own government. But when it's neighbor to neighbor, people talk to each other, you can outwork all the hate, all the misinformation. I mean, it is more powerful than any TV ad, any law sign.
Can we peek through here so we can film from here?
Out there that literally is so much noise that it's exhausting for our residents. That's what they want. They want us to be completely exhausted. But we know that we've seen it over and over again from my race where literally I was the underdog in 2019 and I won by 900 votes. That's it. And we made history together. We did it when we got no last 2 months, but we knocked 55,000 doors, we ran out of lawn signs, we ran out of lists. I mean, at the end, we were just scraping by. But we did it. We made history together because we believed in that direct human contact and that grassroots organizing and movement work that is important. But as you all know, as these days come, there are people right now, you know them, I'm the eldest of 14. Now they don't like me calling out by name which ones they are in my family. But you know who they are in your family. You know who they are. You're all looking down, you know exactly who it is, that you need to text, threaten. I'm serious, like I don't want to hear you, it's me, I don't want to hear you complain. You call me one more time, and all I see is that you didn't vote. I'm gonna vote in November. No, primary is as important.
Because I want to.
You got family members that are telling you I vote in November. You know it. You got to tell them primary election on August 4th is important. You know there is a person out there that if you just nudge them just a little bit, even if it's to send them, you know, a photo. You know, I'm telling all my girlfriends, look at him, he's a girl dad. We love girl dads. But anything to try to grab on to that human connection and make it, because they trust you. These are people that I always say work your backyard. Not literally, but your network of people. And I watched my brother Rashid. Yes, there's a Rashad, Rashid, and a Rashida in my family. There's 14 of us. But he's texting me, and he's like, look, I just got all these folks I work with, this person that changes my tires. I mean, he's just, it's like built in us, because we had a UAW dad that just his voting was like so embedded in his brain. It's like, when I became 18 years old, he was like, go register. He didn't even say happy birthday, Sam. He's like, go register to vote. So for my brother watching, I think all of this happening and seeing all the negativity, and to me, you know, the underlining kind of racist tropes that they're using against our brother Abdul, I can tell you, you know, it just motivates us to go out work that hate, and that means, again, working your backyard. I heard today, one of the early voting locations, there were 1,400 people today. Someone that is very incredibly special to me. I need you all to know this. There are people holding on to their ballots. I'm telling you because you're the person they're going to call and text and say, what do I do with this? They can take it to their polling location and they can spoil and get a new ballot, right? Or they can go and drop it off at one of the, literally up until 8 p.m. on election day, they can put it in one of the drop boxes that's designated, okay? The other really important thing, we got calls today, I need to register to vote. You can register to vote at any early voting location. I'll say it again. We get people coming up and they're like, well, I just figured out my cousin's not registered, my daughter's not registered. You take them to an early voting location, they can register to vote at an early voting location and get to vote right then and there.
Not that.
Really important too. Polls again open. Early voting, you can do early voting until Sunday, August 2nd, at all the locations throughout the community. Think about it, Saturday, Sunday, this is time where folks, again, Tuesday, anything could happen, encourage them to vote early. On election day, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., if you're in line, this is a question that comes up all the time, if you're in line by 8 p.m., you get to stay in line, you get to vote. Again, you are ambassadors, you know this, but people are gonna ask you, and I want you to share that information with folks. With that, I need to tell you, when in 2019 I came in with the largest incoming class, the most diverse, largest incoming class in the history of the United States Congress. And in there was one of the like tiniest people you've ever seen. But boy, was she's spicy and feisty.
Send them south into their own territory. No,
No, really. She acts like she's the older sister, by the way, and I'm older than her. She is the little sister. But what I love about this person is I think the first week, or can't remember what it was, she has a very much an activist family, which I love, same in my family. And I think somebody was saying something about her online, and I, you know me, Mama Bear, I'm like, Ilhan, who's messing with you? Southwest Detroit was coming out of me, I was like, what's going on? She puts her hand up, she goes, Rashida, I'm fine. I survived war, I can survive this. Amen. That's incredible. And what it is about that, Selena and everyone, is that lived experience. You know, Ilhan and I didn't run to be the first of anything, but it is our lived experience that helps us move with urgency, helps us see things that take people years to see. I mean, look at these folks running the other way on APAC. We knew a long time ago.
Did they not spot?
We knew it wasn't left or right, it was right or wrong.
What's going on?
Right? So,
okay, I can
when she's in town, I love it. We try to stay cool and not get into trouble, because you all know, sometimes I need that strength. I will sit down next, I see you. I sit down next to her, and I think I'll be calm. And that doesn't happen, as you see in the State of the Union speeches. It gets a little crazy when Ilhan Omar and I are next to each other, but I'll tell you, I will sit next to this woman anytime, any day. The strength that oozes from her and what she has to deal with in Congress, what she has to deal with society. I don't know how she continues to do it, but man, she deserves a round of applause from the 12th Congressional District to thank her for her courage and for her fighting spirit. With that, Ilhan Omar.
All of you too. Give it up for my sister Rashida. I'm usually coming in to support her in her re-election, so this is the first time we're both here supporting a candidate for Senate. So it's a really cool thing to be in Michigan with this.
Donation?
How's everybody feeling? I don't often campaign for people, but I knew I had to come here to support Abdul because there is something special happening in Michigan. I am seeing so much hope in the politics of what's possible. For far too long, establishment Democrats have told voters we can only achieve incremental progress. But that is simply not true.
Albanians just not I don't know what's happening.
Abdul is showing us
maybe I just
what politics should be about.
Maybe they just
politics should be joyful. Politics should be about taking care of one another.
Kind of scared.
As a Minnesotan, I know something about the spirit of the Midwest. We know that when we look out for one another, everyone does better. As the great late Senator Paul Wellstone said, politics is about the improvement of people's lives, lessening human suffering, and advancing the cause of peace and justice in our country and in the world. And that is why I am here. Because this race isn't just about one Senate seat. It's about what we believe America can become. I know something about believing in the politics of what is possible in our country. I came here as a refugee, was raised by my single father, A man who worked very, very hard every single day and deeply believed in the promise of America. He believed that if you did your part, if you served your community, and if you looked out for your neighbors, you could build a better future, not just for your family, but for everyone else.
But other times,
He believed in the power of democracy like only someone who has experienced its absence can. That's the America we work hard for. Not an America where only few people get ahead, but America where every single person, no matter where they came from or what their last name is, has the opportunity to thrive. America opened the door for my family, and because it did, I have had the privilege of serving in the United States Congress. And that this is the America I love, not because it has always lived up to its ideals, but because ordinary people have always fought to make those ideals real. That is why Abdul's story speaks to me. Because when I look at him, I see another child of immigrants who believes this country is worth fighting for. His dad came here from Egypt believing in the promise of America. He worked hard. His parents raised a son who excelled in school, became a doctor, and earned one of the world's most prestigious scholarships. Then he made a decision that tells you everything you need to know about his character. He came home. He came home to serve Michiganders. He didn't dedicate his life to making himself richer. He dedicated it to making people healthier. He understood that healthcare is about dignity, that every child deserves a healthy start, that every family deserves security, that where you are born should not determine how long you live. That is the American dream. Not just achieving success for yourself, but using success in the service of others. Recently, we've heard some attacks from sitting elected officials suggesting that Abdul has allowed anti-American sentiment to enter our public dialogue. I want to talk about that.
There we go, got it.
Because I know what it feels like when people question your patriotism because of your name, your faith, or because you dare to challenge the status quo. And I reject that politics. Because patriotism is measured by who you fight for. If you fight so every American can see a doctor through Medicare for all, that is true patriotism. If you fight so every parent can access universal child care, that is true patriotism. If you fight so working families don't have to choose between paying the rent or putting food on the table, that is true patriotism. If you fight so workers earn a living wage, retirees can have dignity, and every child has a shot, that is true patriotism. If you fight so that our Constitution applies to everyone, its rights and its responsibilities alike, that is true patriotism.
Not that good, not that good.
Because that is love of country. And what it means to believe America can be better. There's nothing anti-American about believing healthcare is a human right. There's nothing anti-American about believing housing should be affordable. There's nothing anti-American about believing that government should work for working people instead of billionaires. They are the values that make America great. And nowhere have those ideals been fought for more fiercely than here in the Midwest. Michigan workers didn't just build automobiles. They built the American middle class. They proved that when workers organize and when unions are strong, our entire country becomes better. That's why it means so much that Abdul has earned the trust of the labor movement and the people who literally build America every single day. Auto workers know who has stood with them. They know who has walked their picket line. They know who has fought for manufacturing, for collective bargaining, and for good union jobs. Their endorsement says something profound, that people who make America run believe Abdul will fight for them in the US Senate. And that's why when I hear powerful people whisper about electability, I laugh at them. Nobody understands what electability is
I don't know.
better than
I probably should have just
And that's because he understands that Michigan is built every single day by workers, by nurses, by teachers, by auto workers, by factory workers, by delivery drivers, caregivers, and everyone who gets up before sunrise to build a better life for their family. And those are the people who get to decide what electability looks like here in Michigan. So if you're ready, like I am, to elect someone who believes Medicare for all, universal child care, affordable housing, a government that serves people instead of corporations, AI and data center policies grounded in what is best for people and not what the corporations want, economy where hard work is rewarded with stability and not endless struggle, because none of those ideas are too radical. And the Midwest has always been in the forefront, showing the rest of the country what the politics of joy looks like. So we have to organize, we have to build a state that is more resilient, where every resident thrives. Now is the time to lead again. Let's send the son of an immigrant who embodies the American dream to the United States Senate. Let's choose hope over cynicism. Let's reject the politics that is rooted in xenophobia and division. And let's elect Abdul al-Sayed to the United States Senate. Michigan, we can do this together. I give you the incredible Abdul al-Sayed.
Let's remind them while we're here. Money out of? We can do that a little bit louder. Money out of? Money in your? Medicare for? One more time. Money out of? Money in your? Medicare for? All right, y'all. We know what we have to do. And today, I just want to reflect
off this up.
on a word that people have been talking about for some time. You heard the Congresswoman. You heard our incredible speakers. And by the way, can we have one more round of applause for our Congresswoman? Folks who've been leading the fight all over this state and up in the West for a very long time, leading that fight. And the word is electability. You heard that word?
And then we can get this.
It's one of those many syllable words that nobody really has one definition for. Now, the simplest definition for the idea of electability is that you get elected. But they only ever use the word if you haven't been elected before. And it's a word that gets used to highlight things about you that you can't quite refute. Electability. My whole name is Abdurrahman Muhammad Al-Sayyid. My first name alone has 11 letters in it. You got sounds that come out of parts of people's throats. They don't know they have. And for most of my life, I thought my name meant that I would be fundamentally unelectable. Because my whole life, I had mentors, and people who met me say, someday you'll run for office. And I'd be like, did you see my name, though? And it happened at my college graduation. I tell this speech sometimes on the stump. I was the valedictorian in my class at Michigan, got to give the student commencement speech. A real honor. And the only person anybody went to go listen to that day was a former president named Bill Clinton.
Can the Portuguese arrive already?
And I give my speech. President Clinton gives his speech. He says some really nice things about me in his speech. My dad claps for me for the first time in my whole life. And then after the speech, he comes up to me. He looks at me, he does his Bill Clinton thing, son. Why are you going to medical school? I said, I'm brown and Muslim, that's what we do. But I love science, and I love people, and this is how I want to serve. He said, that's great, but you got a gift for speaking. Maybe someday you'll run for office.
No, I cannot.
And I literally just laughed in his face. I said, Mr. President, really nice of you to say, did you see my name? People are like, you don't get to run for office. Thought about it for a second. And then he chuckled and walked away. I have thought that I was unelectable for most of my life.
Get some money together.
I didn't think politics was ever anything that I would do. I became a doctor because I really did want to heal. And at some point, you start to think a little bit about the problems that you want to solve. You're working as Detroit's health director in a health department that they've shut down, despite being the oldest health department in the entire state, 185 years old. You start looking at the decisions that get made and wonder, who's making this decision? And then Donald Trump got elected, and I said, you know what?
That should be enough.
If that man can get elected, what the hell does unelectability mean anyway? I ran for governor, didn't know what I was doing. I said, I'm going to go big or go home. I went big, then I went home. But we earned 340,000 votes. Finished second of 3 in a 3-way primary. And more importantly, I said something that I think folks weren't quite ready to hear. Donald Trump is not himself the disease. He's just the worst symptom of the disease of our politics. The disease is the system that allows billionaires and corporations and special interests like AIPAC to buy and sell politicians to rig the system against us. And if you don't believe me, what does $70 million spent in a primary for U.S. Senate, what is that? Except for corporations and billionaires and special interests trying to buy politicians to rig the system against us.
Not this one only.
8 years on, Trump has been elected a second time. I'm sitting in my office, they froze federal funds. I had to ask myself, where's the fight for public health? As I'm sitting here trying to get WIC checks out the door one more week, or keep our federally qualified health centers open. And our current U.S. Senator announces that day that he's not seeking re-election.
Nationalist ideas.
And as we've campaigned across 110 different cities now, 500 plus public events, I get this word electability all the time. Here's the interesting thing. When people say, we don't know if he's electable, it seems like they're talking about me.
He's the patriot.
About my name. About my faith.
Years of separatism.
But that's actually not what they're talking about.
It's covered in cost.
See, there's nobody with more political experience being named Abdul, except for maybe the mayor of your port, than me in all of Michigan. I'm pretty good at being a guy named Abdul in Michigan. You know what they're talking about?
Province war score costs.
Talking about all of us.
Battles.
All of you.
Okay, that's probably
all the people in the state.
I like this.
And
it's actually.
What bothers me about that is not the comment that they're making about me. It's the comment that they're making about the 10 million open-minded, big-hearted people in the state.
Also, core creation.
I was Abdul the year after 9/11 when my teammates voted me football captain.
Future ages and manpower increase. Yeah.
They didn't have to do that. They didn't look like
each
me.
age we get 2,000.
I was probably the first Abdul that most of them had met. And yet they saw past my name and said, we think he'd be a good leader for our team.
Or not compacts, but
here in Michigan,
builds.
We are a community that brings together the best of Midwest earnestness and grit.
Prestige, solid.
That's who Michigan is. And across the communities that I visited, places like Kalkaska, places like Escanaba, places like Manistee, right here in Dearborn, Detroit, Grand Rapids,
70%.
I see that earnestness and grit in people. And I also see a politics that has betrayed them so much. And on this campaign, we've taken the time to go and listen to people, to understand their challenges, to recognize the pain they feel when they have to pay a bill they can't. When they go to the grocery store and their kid says, "Can we get that?" and they say, "I don't know if we have the money for that." When they drop their kids off at school and wonder why that school looks exactly like it did when they went there. When they drive over that same pothole over and over and over again. Michigan's earnestness and grit, they've been betrayed by the politicians who say they serve us.
It has discipline now in this mod pass.
And so as I've traveled the state, taking the time to listen and learn and pay attention to the problems people have and share ideas about what we can do to address their problems,
diplomats.
You know, people don't ask, how do you pray? But I have been asked, what do you pray for?
Defensive.
People don't care as much about my name. They care if I care to remember their name. I say this in Dearborn, where a lot of folks happen to share an ethnicity with me. The experience of being an Arab and a Muslim in Michigan is the experience of consistently watching as your state uplifts and empowers and embraces you. That's been my experience. And so I get real pissed off when they say, "Oh, you're unelectable because your name is Abdul," because for me, I push back and say, you don't know Michigan like I know Michigan. You don't know Michiganders like I know Michiganders. You don't know what our state needs and deserves like I know what our state needs and deserves. You haven't listened to Michiganders and what they need. And if you think the best possible politics for a people as earnest and as gritty as Michiganders are, is a politics that sells them off to the highest bidder, whether it's DTE or Blue Cross or Big Tech or Big Pharma.
Oh, there they are. They're colonizing it.
Whether it's APAC. And you don't understand Michigan. If you think what is electable in Michigan has more to do with the name
They're not even,
than it has to do with the politics that delivers,
they're just the
you
colonizing
don't know Michigan. So Michigan, here's where we are. They're going to spend $70 million in this race. They're going to set 2 records. I keep waiting for the Guinness Book of World Record people to be like, "You set a record! I want the plaque." APAC has never spent more to beat one single candidate. Honestly, I'm honored. Beyond APAC, the big corporations who are funding all of these other super PACs, collectively they've set another record. More money spent in a senatorial primary than ever before in history. And they're not spending it against me. Yeah, my face might be on the attack. I don't know why I keep touching it though. I don't nearly touch my face that much.
May the gods be with them.
They're spending it against you. Against the movement of people coming together for the politics we need and deserve. They're spending it against your goodwill, your open heart, your big mind. They're spending it against your will to be able to have a politics that actually serves you. That money isn't about me. It's about what they think they can make you think about me.
76.
And they think that somehow 30-second commercials are going to change your fundamental experience of living right now. They think they can get you to stop paying attention to the fact that your health care is unattainable, that your groceries are unaffordable, and that we are wasting your tax dollars to fight wars or do genocides that have nothing to do with your best interest and are at the same time raising your gas prices to make that unaffordable too. They think they can trick you. But here's the thing, we always knew that this was coming, and we always knew that Michiganders were bigger than that.
Solid.
So here's where we are. We've got 3 days left. I don't know even how to count things. Like, you count today, you count election day, I don't know, 3, 4 days. I take counting way too seriously. We've got tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday to get out the vote. And we've got to make a point. I know you've probably seen the polls. Polls don't vote, people vote. Don't pay any attention to those polls. Keep pushing. We've got to make a point, though, about what politics ought to be moving forward. So my ask of you is that beyond the $70 million in lies that they spent, the $70 million attempting to drag us into the most cynical politics, beyond the $70 million in ad after ad after ad, they got money, we got the men. And I am asking you to put yourself into this movement every day for the next 3 days and the next 13 weeks after that. Because if you watch those ads and thought to yourself, how cynical do they think this is? Your answer has to be in the hope that you bring to those doors or those phone calls for the next 3 days. Our politics are so much bigger than being dragged in the mud in ads. Our politics are about the ability to look someone in the eye and have an honest conversation about who we are and who we want to be. We get the opportunity to do that for the next 3 days. And I'll just finish here. As a kid who understood just how blessed I was to grow up in America, because I would have summers in the place that, but for the accident of history, I should have been born in, where there is no democracy. Our democracy is only as good as the choices we make to use it. So beyond sending an argument to them about what kind of politics we will accept here in Michigan, I want to make an argument to each other about what we really can have. A movement that is honest about getting money out of our politics, so that we can put money back in pockets by standing with unions, by taxing billionaires their wealth, by keeping our money here at home instead of sending it abroad and long, by standing up to corporate monopolies and oligopolies, by finally fulfilling the promise and guaranteeing health care to every single person in this country.
Oh my gosh, what? They're in Antigua? They're in Antigua? You what? You what, mate?
By ending the tyranny in our streets and abolishing ICE.
Give me that manpower. Yeah.
By taking our democracy back, winning the future for our kids and grandkids who will ask us what we did in this moment. You get to have those conversations every day for the next 3 days. And then, God willing, for the next 13 weeks, and then, God willing, for the next 6 years. Because this is not about one U.S. Senate seat. Not about me, it's not even about you. This is about us, and the collective we want to build, and what that means for the future we deserve, and we ought to hand off to our kids.
So
dear Warren, thank you so much for showing up today. Thank you for showing up for this movement, and let's go win this race!
Albanians. I think we're going to Antigua.
Alright, friends. I need your attention for 3 to 4 minutes. I know we've already done a big training, but this is an easy one. I need everyone to follow 5 simple steps. Can everyone raise their hand if they don't have a quarter sheet like this? Of course. If you don't have a quarter sheet like this, can you please raise your hand? Okay, so a couple hands back here. Okay, we'll give folks this. So I want everyone to take a look at the QR codes on the sheet. The first one you're going to see on the left is to download our free banking app. I want everyone to scan that QR code and start downloading the app and start making your account. This tool is what we call our friend banking tool. It's a relational way for all of us.
I'm from Turkey. Originally, I'm Turkish. But I live in LA.
Every single person are supposed to do that. And this is a really easy, streamlined way for all of us to do that. So as you download your app, and as you create your account, it's going to ask you for a code. The second QR code you see on your
Ironically, running against each other, but
I like this guy. He's a pure heart.
I listed the general code on our QR code on our order sheet. It's 503135.
Portugal.
After you create your account and enter your joint code,
Have you ever seen this one?
I
know. I saw the events that he did where I never want to see it, I'll tell you. That's why I want to send you the copy. The biggest sliver sold in the
voting location on August 4th. And most important,
At least he dignified the voters of the lie, which is what I was really frustrated by when I was, constantly yelling about the situation.
What does that do?
What's going on?
Oh, it doesn't do much. Small break over here.
Okay.
This is mercenary company.
They're doing like a
Not very useful.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. All the, I'm gonna grab a water, and I think we can.
This is more useful.
Are you gonna sit in for that, or are you gonna head out?
No, I'm gonna head out. I mean, I guess I could.
It makes it so that
I said no to it earlier. It's just all the people that are here, right?
Adam, Abdul, Ilhan, and Rashida. Those four. And then
I think
Amani.
they're not prepped for it.
They're not prepped for it?
No, they're not prepped for it, but you don't.
Oh.
They have they spent the whole time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't want to get. If they do
But
that.
it's like Amani, right? Like those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else?
And then Yusuf is recording.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just sitting and watching.
Okay. Yeah, she asked me to be a part of it, but I was like, I don't know.
That's solid.
I don't know.
Up to you.
I don't need to take up space there. It's fine.
That was a really dramatic entry today.
Double whammy.
Yeah, of course. What do you want me to say? That she's hot?
Yeah. Hi, Mom. Hassan has a message for you.
You're very attractive, and I wish you were here.
Her name's Paris.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah. Thank you. She's
Okay.
gonna lose her mind.
Okay, you got it.
You got it?
Yeah, he really is a mother lover.
I'm sure there are a lot of moms though who do like him.
Yeah, it's awkward.
I was trying to show you like the range of your audience.
Yeah, no. There are definitely moms. There's definitely moms in the audience.
I said, because I didn't know you were gonna be here. Otherwise, I'd be like, Mom, you have to come.
Where's
March?
What?
March?
He's doing something else.
Because I don't think that's
This is also a Shellfitters watch party.
in any way. It's just taking
Really?
Yeah.
diplo point
It's a good space.
which is slowing this down.
This was my water. Okay.
Absolutism, nice.
And is on call with the Uber whenever you want it.
So the next,
I'm trying to figure out if I should go back or if I should just end it here
allow us to
because I'm tired. It's 8:30.
which will further
Yeah, I think because we got a big day tomorrow.
That's right.
I'm gonna end it here on this note. Chat.
stuff and also give us, all the defensive
What's up?
bonuses.
We have an event with you Monday if you want to tell folks about it.
You tell them.
Monday at 4 p.m. You can RSVP at mobilize.us/Donovan McKinney for Congress.
There
Do
you
that,
go.
chat?
There you go. All right. I am gonna end it here, but I'll be live tomorrow at the regular hour because we actually started late.
He's ending. What the heck? What the heck, Hassan? Why you gotta be like that? Maybe someone else is streaming? I don't think anyone else is streaming yet. Jason Lewine. Maybe Caroline will pop on. I don't know. We need to really hurry up. We are not doing too well. We're kind of going too slow in a lot of ways. And the AI is taking too long to do stuff. Like not colonize the New World, but find the New World. Very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Annoying, But it's fine. We can deal with it. Prestige from land battles. There we go. Come on, Portugal. Get here any second now. Any second now, they'll be popping up. They'll just have a ship go right here, and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, Portugal, how you doing? It's been a long time no see." And it'll be great. It'll be great. Oh, they're colonizing that too. Okay. That's cringe. And the reason why I didn't settle them here is because if I had, then I would have had to colonize this, this, then this to get around them, and they would have colonized this before I would be able to get there, and then I would have not been able to settle the Varangian Guard and, you know, do that. Yeah. Poseidon. Armenia, yeah, sure. Break my, I'll rival them, yeah. I'll send an insult to them. Right, a scornful insult at that. So 80 is what we got now. Okay. One more province. Damn it. That really bad RNG on that. Annoying. That's very annoying. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some gold from these guys. Yeah, can. Build something. Production buildings. Not yet. I can't. I don't have that yet. No, I need to upgrade this ASAP. I might even take some loans. $310, yeah. This is cheap. Nah. Darn. It's gonna take a while. But I think it's alright. We'll get there. This will upgrade the... Oh, it doesn't have a base production upgrade. And it's not, doesn't have my scripted, my coded alterations. That's very unfortunate, actually. Awkward. It's gonna make it a lot harder. I'm gonna build some temples. Another one here. Yeah, I'm gonna build temples in all of these provinces. I have a marketplace there, temple there. So 5, it's 8, so this plus 6 then. 2 plus 5 is 7. I'm gonna take another loan and build maybe a marketplace in my capital, or this. Have this. Leave that as it is. Just build what I can while I can. I might kill the natives in this province just because I feel like it. And make some money when it's colonized. You get Hellenic, yeah. And that raises the settler chance, I think. Yeah. Like 3. Okay. Let's freaking hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh my gosh, this is bad. We're actually not doing too good. But we're doing alright. We're doing decent enough. Oh, let them establish an enclave. Oof, we'll solve it ourselves. Yeah, that, unfortunately. Now we are gaining Renaissance very quickly. Very quickly at that. 2.15, yeah. And colonialism has not spawned, unfortunately. Hopefully we can keep our guy alive long enough to have colonialism. Oh no, he's already dead. Dang. Wow. I didn't even realize that. Awkward. Diplomacy. We have the provinces necessary to do that. I think that that's a good idea. Or at least to start doing it. There, there. Oh wait, those are manufactories? Take those away. Forts, yeah. Oh yeah, they were forts. There we go. That's all we need for the Parabellum mission. And I think that adds 1, 9, what we've got. Do that, yeah, send out heralds. Take some more loans. And do some stuff. Some stuff and things. Like, oh, we are at our maximum of loans. That's very bad. Very, very bad. Crap. That's that. Trade? Yeah, I'll do one here. Navy? Yeah, I'll build one in Odessa, sure. Why not? And I think we're just gonna wait and try to do what we can and then allow ourselves to go bankrupt. But that sounds awful, but it is. It really is. But it might be our only choice. Just because this game is very difficult. This mod pack is extremely difficult. And even if you modify the game files, it's just so difficult. What do I do? What do I do? Transfer trade from out of Bay of Alicia into from Erickson Gulf into that. I don't know. Is Powhatan a what? This is bad. We're in so much debt because we have to be. And there's not really much way to solve all, like, there's so much content that you have to build, you have to do, and engage in, that it causes complications. Like, it's much harder than just the base Back to the Motherland third Odyssey mod. 1500. I'm gonna have this one, so 1495. Then we're gonna get Parabellum too, so we're actually gonna get at 1490 exactly, but we might not be able to get the Monument Builders modifier because of the fact that we built the buildings instead of doing that. Ooh. Do this, yeah. How can I make more money? Debase currency? Yeah, we lose corruption anyways, so we might as well debase currency a little bit and pay off our loans. And that's the only way I can really think of to deal with this. Have 10 corruption, and deal with it. Oh, now do we go consolidated Pantheon or expanded? I forget how that influences how does it work? How does it work? Oh, Pax Deorum versus Deum Summum, that's right. Pax Deorum doesn't allow you to convert. Yeah, Deum Summum is variable. Not the expanded Pantheon at all. I think that's really not good at all. Kind of trash, actually, when I think about it. When I stop and dang, it's trash. Expand infrastructure cost modifier. Oh, so we can do this. Very cheap. Back to a normal kind of price, actually, is really more like it. And that'll help us quite a bit. And we can conquer these. And get... I might be able to weasel my way into, No, I can't. I can't. That's fine. Now we can, no, we can't do that yet. We need a true nation. Which we're gonna get in a few years, but I'm very, very high on loans, and it's 36 loans. Yeah, that's a lot. Regional councils. Choose this again, yeah. Just unselected it, so I don't know why, but whatever. Where's the monument one? I think we have to build it by... We have to get thousands of ducats in like 4 years. I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade it that quickly. And we're not going to have to pay more for upgrading our monuments. It's just, it sucks, you know? Like, it's just not that good. That is how it's working out. I'm going to reduce autonomy there, reduce autonomy here. Where else can I reduce autonomy? A lot of places, actually. You can make quite a bit of money. We can boost our economy quite a bit by doing that. Or not much, actually, apparently. I thought that was going to be more impactful than it was. Oh well. Okay. So that's at 60.2. We can get that pretty quick. But what if they actually contributed to it? Yep. That's all right. Wait, did they force convert them? No, they didn't. They just have a autonomous province right there that they're trying to convert. Okay. Whatever. Nationalists have 6% crown, then I can take that away from them, yeah. So those are a lot cheaper now. And that'll save us quite a bit of gold. But we're not actually gonna... Okay. Fort maintenance is 2.23 still. Very expensive. Can we save more money by turning them off? No, not really. It's kind of useless to do. We can gain some army tradition, fine. Okay, 2 more years and then we can get that, and we can get the Imperium going. And that's going to be pretty solid. And then we can try to conquer some lands, vassalize these guys, do a whole bunch of stuff, and try to work it all out, you know. I think these guys are going to get their... Oh, what? We can do this. Oh, they already did terrain improvements on themselves? Okay. Alright. Local development costs, yeah. Yeah, they did. that's unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to finish that, but what can you do? .61. We're losing. Dang. It's unfortunate. Okay, we're pretty close to getting a true nation, and then we need 200 admin, and we should be able to do the Imperium idea. Any second now. Well, not any second now, but soon. There we go. That. Okay. Number of loans less than 1. That's very important that we get, but it's not that big of a deal. And this gives us gold in that area, which is actually a bit earlier than I thought. And it's very good, actually. Nice. We need to build ships and stuff, but we need gold. Roundland, yeah. We've lost the government stuff, but now we can. There we go. There we go. Now we got these guys. We can subsidize colonization, and they'll start colonizing the Caribbean more faster, at least. You know. These guys have 3 provinces over here. The heck? That's crazy. That is crazy. And they have like no, almost no. I'm actually going to declare war on them. I need I can't. I'm really in the hole, in the shitter. It might be 1,500 that you have to build it to this. I can handle that. How am I going to get rid of the interest? It's too high. Maybe I could get indebted to the burgers and then selectively pay off my loans. Like this, cycle them, you know? Lower my interest rate. And darn. Transfer trade power from Ericsson Gulf over to this. Over there, to be able to see that Spain or Castile has, and Albania have significant trade power in that node. still need to do the base production stuff in there. Imperium, here we come. Yes. Edict of Settlement. Edict of Administrative Reification or Rectification. Morale of armies and manpower increase. Edict of Acculturation. Restore the theme system. Stability, prestige, owned development, at least 3 loans, and corruption, lower it. Darn. Okay, that's good. Now we can develop this and save and make some money. Yeah. That'll work. That'll work. Now we're making money. We are making money. Okay, now we can do this. Send out heralds. I'll buff that once. 628. We have 43 loans. That's a lot. Yikes. That's the Senate. How do we open up the Oh, it's right here. Okay. Renew the old realm and manifest destiny. Okay. Imperial ascendancy. Global hegemony, Pax Romana, Army of Irons. Yeah. Additional reforms. This reform has not been enacted. Elysian Fire. Enacting requires 25 Imperial Restoration. We have corruption too, which we need to get rid of ASAP. While making some money at the same time. Okay. We can handle this pretty well, actually. We just need to declare war on these guys for a province that Waxhaw? Yeah. We can take these provinces, convert them pretty easily because they're totemist. Declare war on them. They won't call Onondaga in. They won't let Onondaga won't join the war. That's unfortunate. I'll go over here and conquer these guys then set up the Varangian Guard. That should be pretty decent. Pekot, Onondaga, Abenaki, I'm gonna call them. I'm going to, my mates do their thing. I'm actually gonna not. Yeah, I'll convert them. I think I'm gonna just convert those guys, force their religion. Yeah. Odessos, yeah. I can have Odessos. There we go. Lots of money. Okay, Abenaki, will you peace out? Or no? Just give me your land. Okay, now we can grant autonomy to the Varangian Order once we're in, you know, out of war. And we should be able to do pretty good for ourselves. Mia? Yep. We need to leave this war, though, as soon as we can. 11. 35 out of 55. We need more ships than that to land on their islands. There we go. That should be perfect. I'm not going to course Cynthia, just because I don't want to. It's not worth worthwhile to do that. But we're gaining quite a bit of own development, positive stability, high prestige, important cities under our control, completing imperial reforms and issuing edicts, advancing manifest destiny objectives. Okay, so we're starting out. We're doing good for ourselves so far. Give me the land, dude. Okay, now we see Europe. What's Europe look like? England still has most of their lands there. Austria is or Burgundy is under Austria. Bohemia is independent. Hungary is has the junior partner of Poland. That's fascinating. These guys have a vassal of Odyssey. So the east is a little bit well divided. The Ottomans are quite strong, although Crete is independent. That could be quite a useful... Yeah, that could very easily be quite a useful landing zone. And they're expanding towards Russia. Oh, that's quite interesting, actually. Okay, so we're losing... Oh, how's the Holy Roman Empire doing? They're actually gaining imperial authority. Alright. What's this look like? I need to get a world empire done. Need to save up monarch points for my next redo that guy. We have increased fertility. No, we don't. Yeah, do that. Convene Council of Neo-Constantinopolis. Pan-Hellenic Games. Nakwa. Lower that. $38 out of 46. Guys, they're good. Break Earth and EMEA. You need gold. Oh, we can gain 10 more. That's solid. Not gonna do that, like I said. We can actually take them as a guy. Offer Exarchate, yeah. At peace, and no Exarchate in their region. We could do that. I don't know. We need to get out of this war first. Is this done? If it's close to done, then I'm going to seize it, you know. I'm fine with the Katuapa province in my possession. Sides can go up to 4. Tax, base tax. I'm actually going to look for the cheapest province. Yeah, do that a few times. How much development do we have? 198. That's solid. Oh no. They are on our little guy. That is unfortunate. We can make use of it though. We can, you know, never let a good tragedy go to waste. A good catastrophe, you know. Oh, we need to wait till the last 2 ships work out, or we could siege race them. Might as well, yeah. I see no reason why not to base race these guys. Oh, yeah, I love a good base race. Maybe we could even vassalize them and force their religion. Oh, and they're already being sieged down? So that means we can steal the siege. Oh, heck yeah. Let their colonies fall where they may. I'm okay with that. Do that. And then just wait. Just wait. I don't know if I want to annex these guys or what? I don't. I think I can vassalize them. Roman vassal, yeah. That's pretty cheap. 140 ducats out of them. Nothing to laugh at. Okay, this is perfect. Perfect, perfect. A new age? Yeah, we can do that. Solid, solid. Awesome. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And that will help us do colonial ambition better and faster. Embrace Elysianism. Utilize what Elysium has taught us. Global settler increase is more important. Yeah, the theme system. Send out Herald. And I think we're going to go with the right side first, so that we can more effectively do whatever, you know. Oh, we spawned rebels from that? That's weird. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of rebels. Right through Morai. Rebels, oh my gosh. This is really painful. Why are we not building infantry? Why are the infantry not showing up on the sidebar? Are they even building? No, they're not. What the fuck? What is... Did that just waste... What? Is that a glitch or something? I don't even know what the fuck is going on, dude. What the fuck? Oh, we went bankrupt. Okay. No. God damn it. Okay, let me see. I want to see if I can alter the mod load order in some way. I'm gonna restart. You know, it's a shame, but I think I should be able to try again. Oh no, that's right. I'm banned from Caroline Kwan's on my computer. Ugh, darn it. I might play it on my TV. Or just quit the stream, I don't know. Just a watcher. I kind of want to smoke tobacco anyways. Plus I don't think anybody's watching. Let's see. View your channel. I might play. Just me, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream then. Maybe pick it up later, tomorrow or something. Thank you for watching.